John Miller from the U.S. Forest Service. You know, this week we've seen 3 fires here on the San Bernardino. We're seeing explosive, dangerous fire behavior. Here in Southern California, when we get that report of a fire, our response is always going to be immediate, decisive, and aggressive. We hit this fire pretty hard. We've been able to bring in aircraft to support. You know, we have a lot of communities at risk. We have a lot of national infrastructure here in Cajon Pass at risk. The big thing is as you've heard with the rate of spread that we've seen, if we ask you to leave, you have to leave. The worst thing that can happen is for folks to wait to the last minute, dial 911, and firefighters and enforcement are unable to get people out of their homes. We have seen that throughout the state this year, and we want to avoid that on this incident. And Sheriff McMahon will kind of go into detail about that, but we ask the public to heed what the Sheriff's Department is putting out to you. We're going to continue to hit this thing hard until we've mitigated the risk to the public and to the infrastructure. Thank you.
Good morning. We have over 100 personnel assigned to this fire helping with the evacuations. We're partnered up with the LA County Sheriff's Department in the Wrightwood area, helping evacuate that part of the county. We're also working with San Bernardino County Probation to supplement our staffing on evacuations. We've evacuated nearly 35,000 homes in the affected area, which also includes approximately 80-some thousand residents of our county. As was indicated, our deputy sheriffs and probation officers will be going door to door asking people to leave, as they did yesterday. The evacuation area has spread to the west a little bit this morning, as you probably well know. When those officers ask you to leave, we would ask that you do leave and not shelter in place. We would hate for the fire to overrun your neighborhood and you be stuck inside and not have a way out. Our interest is to make sure that everybody is safe. We have over 40 of our volunteers helping evacuate large animals from the affected area. A number of them were evacuated last night and continue today to evacuate those large animals to the different evacuation centers. We ask you again to evacuate if we ask you to. We'll continue to do our very best to patrol those neighborhoods that have been evacuated, look for anybody that might be doing anything inappropriate, burglarizing or vandalizing those homes that have been vacated. Our staff will be there the entire time until the areas are able to be reoccupied by those residents. Thank you.
Good morning. I'm Assistant Chief Rich Stewart with the California Highway Patrol. Just want to give you an update on some of the roadway closures. The 15 is still currently closed northbound at the 15-215 interchange and coming south on the 15 at Main Street. We understand the 138 is also still closed. We understand that's a major impact to the motoring public, to the commercial industry. Thousands of vehicles travel through the Cajon Pass every day, and we're doing everything we can to open up the freeway as quickly as we can. We're working with Caltrans. We have a constant assessment of the roadway conditions. There was some significant damage done by the fire to guardrails and to some of the power lines that are affecting traffic in the center median. So we're going to continually to reassess that throughout the day. Hopefully we get that opened up as soon as possible. We've got about 50 personnel dedicated to this at the closures. Our air operations unit is up, flying overhead to see any traffic backups and problems that may present to motorists out there that might be stranded or whatnot. We ask the public to continue to find alternate routes of travel and be patient, and thank you for your continued cooperation on that. We will put out information on traffic closures throughout the day through our dispatch center, our Facebook and Twitter accounts, and we have an emergency operations center active also. So thank you for your patience. We would advise everyone to stay away from this area if possible, especially the commercial traffic. We're getting some reports that some of the vehicles, the big rigs, are going on 138 and getting stuck up there. That's causing problems to the operation. and we don't need anything else to impact that. So thank you for your continued patience.
Okay, that concludes our press conference. We will not be taking questions directly here live. I will have PIOs as well as agency representatives available for on-camera and any sound that you may need. As you can imagine, with 30,000 acres that's still running, these incident commanders need to get back to business. So thank you with that, and thank you for joining us today. We will. There's no additional press conferences planned at this time, but if one becomes necessary, we will certainly let you know. Thank you.
And there you just heard. Law enforcement and fire officials briefing us and giving us an update on the Blue Cut fire, which started yesterday at 10:45 in the morning. It's burned very fast, 30,000 acres in less than 24 hours. And right now there is 0% containment. The fire has been very challenging to fight. It's been very hot, very dry. The fuel is extremely explosive.
18 crews, 10 air tankers, 15 helicopters fighting this fire. Let me give you quickly some of the quotes that some of these officials shared with us. I've never seen fire behavior so extreme, was one quote. Here's another one. We are struggling to keep up with it. And a third quote here that caught my attention. It hit hard, it hit fast with intensity that we've never seen before. So this is an aggressive fire, and fire officials want to remind everybody, and this is another quote, if we ask you to leave, you have to leave.
Absolutely. All right, we will have the latest on the news conference as well as the Blue Cut fire on CBS 2 News at 11 a.m. and on KCAL9 News at noon. We hope to see you then.